CS Cuber here, introduction to a new series I'm going to do, and it's going to be teaching you guys how to solve a Rubik's Cube, for those of you who don't know, and I'll be teaching you the way that I do it. So, all the people that have asked me, I've gotten this several times when I'm solving it, I'm like, how do you do it so fast? How do you manipulate what you're going to do and, analyze it that quickly? Well, I'm going to teach you how it's going to be done, and this will be a series. And keep in mind that this won't happen instantaneously. It will take determination and practice, just like almost anything you do will take practice and determination. And I find it really fun, so I'll go through the breakdown of what we're going to be going through, and yeah. This is going to be the CFOP tutorial. This is a method created by Jessica Friedrich, and it is proven to be the fastest way for a human being to solve the Rubik's Cube. And she's a mathematician who created the method, and you should be relatively able to get 20 seconds with this method with a lot of practice using the advanced version, but people have come down with crazy times to like 5 seconds. Like, I use this method and I average 14 in my PB single of 6.41, and it was using this method, so I'll teach you guys how to use it. I'll teach you the beginner's method first, and yeah, we'll go from there, and I'll probably do the intermediate and the advanced version. And those will just require a lot more memorization, but it's possible. So the CFOP stands for cross, F2L, which is first two layers, and then OLL, which is orienting the last layer, and PLL, which is permuting all the mixed edges. So the first part of solving Rubik's Cube using CFOP is understanding that you need to get across on your desired side. So what I'd want to do here is get across on the white side, since it has a lot of benefits, and I'll speak more about benefits later. And so this is what a cross should look like. If you don't know how to get across, I'll explain that in the first part of the video in this series, and this is just a run through of what we're going to cover. So then after, what we're going to do is we're going to solve for the first two layers at the same time. So not just one layer, we're going to solve two layers. So this is going to be much like the layer by layer method, or the very beginner's method, except you're doing two layers at the same time, which saves you a lot of time and reduces a lot of the moves you make. And this is what makes CFOP significant. So here would be an example. So I have to get the white, blue, and red corner in this area, and I have to find on the cube, and I also have to get the blue and red corner in its proper position. So I look around for the cube to find it, and it's right in front of me right here, and luckily they are already joined. So what I would do would be to insert them in their desired location, so that it builds a little small block here. So I'm going to do that 4 times to solve all the corners. So here's another case. I have the blue, white, and orange pieces together. So this is the corner, this is the edge. And so what I want to, they're together, but they're not oriented the right way. So what I'm going to do is separate them to line them up properly, and then insert them into their desired location, because right here they're oriented properly, so that when I connect them, they make this nice blue strip here, and then I would insert them like that. So then the next one I do is this white, orange, and green block here, and this is an algorithm I memorized because I used to have trouble with this case, so I just decided to learn an algorithm for it. And it goes like this. So it separates them, joins them back together properly. So it goes like this, and that solves the piece in the same time. And then here's the last one. So this would separate this. We have the green, white, and red pieces together, so but they're not joined correctly. So what we're going to do is separate them and line them up, so that when we reconnect them, they make that nice green strip, and then we insert them into their desired location, which would be right in between the green, and red slot on the white side. So those will be your first two layers. And then here's last layer. Now, I'm going to show the advanced method because the beginner's method is a lot easier to understand, and I'll get more into that afterwards. This is just a run through of what the CFOP looks like. So what you do is you want to get all the yellow stickers facing upwards. So this is an algorithm you memorize to get them facing up. And depending on if you're doing advanced, or intermediate, or even beginner, you're gonna have to memorize a few. So the beginner has like 6 or 8, and then advanced has all the way up to 57. But it saves you a lot more time, and I'll tell you more about that. So here is the algorithm I memorized to solve this one. That one was relatively easy. So then here we have this case. This is a permutation. So this is PLL. So permute to last layer. So what we have to do here is we have to switch red and blue and the orange and green. And so I memorized an algorithm to do this, and you do the M slice and then finish with the U2 right there. So that's basically how it's solved using CFOP, and I'll have an example solve with CFOP right now. There you go, guys. Please comment, rate, subscribe, and stay tuned for this series, and I'll be uploading fairly frequently. I have more time on my hands right now. We've been busy with summer traveling, and yeah, but now we've settled down, and school's gonna start soon, so I'll be uploading through this weekend. Yeah, so stay tuned, guys. Hope to see you guys soon on my next tutorial, which should be out relatively soon. Peace out, guys. CS Cuber, leaving the scene.